guys, welcome to the channel. It's Amanda. Firstly, as you can see, I'm in bed. I'm not poorly or anything. I've got my caravan, I'm at the caravan. I've got my caravan pyjamas on. I've just exhausted. It's about 10:30 at night. Just come back from taking the dogs for a walk, and I'm just putting together a list of sewing things I'm going to be doing. So I thought I'd share the list with you. So it's a quickie video. So I'm just doing a list of sewing plans that I have for the first couple of weeks, because the machine is nearly on. Well, it's set up, but I just need to move some furniture around because I don't quite like it as it is. So we're getting there. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. We will be there very, very soon, and we might be able to start giving it a bit of zzz, zzz, zzz. And if you don't know what that is, that's the fabric going through the sewing machine. Yes, or my impression of it anyway. So, for those of you that are new here, welcome. My name's Amanda. I do all sorts on the channel. I do unboxings, I do crafty bits and bobs, and we do empty reviews and all sorts of things. Initially I started off as a sewing tutorial channel, and then with lockdown and one thing and another it changed slightly because all my sewing gear was at the caravan and I was at home. So I have done a good few tutorials, and it's from beginners upwards. So if you want to have a look back at the channel, at the list of videos, you'll see what's on there at the moment, right from the very beginning, for like understanding a pattern and understanding the like the diagrams and things on patterns, and how to measure and all that kind of thing, and how to pin and cut out and things. So if you're interested in sewing tutorials, stick around because there's more to come now that we can get the machine back up and running. So to start with, and so it's for you that's new, welcome. As I was saying, I go off on tangents, you'll get used to me. And for those of you that are my regular ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And it's lovely to see your smiling faces. I'm assuming they're smiling. I hope they are. I hope they're not sad for any reason. If they are sad, I'm sending you big hugs. But hopefully you've all got smiling faces. That's what I like to see. So, without further ado, I shall tell you the list. So if any of these things interest you, you know to be tuning in. So hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Click subscribe if you haven't. The notification bell will let you know as soon as I do a new upload, whether it's sewing related or it's not sewing related. But there are going to be a few sewing related ones coming up. So for those of you that do want to know about them, please hit the bell. So first of all, I need to make I've got my sewing notebook here. It's my sewing planner 2021. And it's got lots of pretty pages, so I can do some sketching and planning and one thing and another in there. So, anyhow, the first on the list is to sew a cover for my laundry bag. I don't mean to say I'm going to do it in that order, but number one on the list is a cover for my laundry basket. I've got a big Hessian, like a laundry sack bag thing, which I got from Dunelm. But I have it stood in the shower tray. Obviously when I'm not using the shower, when the tray's dry, I have it stood in there out of the way, and then I can just put dirty washing in there, and then pop it in the washer as soon as I've got a load full. And then the basket don't take up any floor space. I just take it out, stand it on the loo when I'm in the shower, and then the next morning put the basket back in there. But somehow my sponge had fallen off my side in the shower, and it had gone on the floor, and in the meantime I'd put the Hessian basket thing in there, so the Hessian then soaked up all the water that was left in the spongy flannel thing. so it's all marked and horrible up the side. So, because water marks, doesn't it? Doesn't matter if you dry it off, it does mark. So I want to do a cover for it, like a drawstring or elasticated cover to go round it, because the shape of it's alright. It's just that I don't like looking at this stained part it kind of goes up in a wavy line like that up the side of the basket. When I come to do it, I'll show you it. So that's going to be one job on my list. And then I've got 2 pairs of curtains that I brought from home here to use here, because for those of you that don't know, we're going to be moving to the van soon. And most of my curtains I'm leaving at the house, but there's 2 particular pair that I wanted to bring here and use here. One of them my mum made, and I lost my mum 4 years ago, and this year. So I love these curtains. The cream background, they've got beautiful flowers going up them, with like in ribbons and things. So I thought I'd put those in the little bedroom here, but they're too long. So I'm going to shorten those, but I'm going to show you how to shorten those from the bottom. That might sound really strange. Shorten them from the bottom. So that's one job. And then I've got another pair of like a Hessian type of linen fabric. No, more Hessian than linen, but like a bit, not a rough Hessian, like a smooth Hessian. Now they are ring tops, but I'm going to shorten those from the top because I don't want the ring tops anymore. I want to put normal header tape on so you can hang it with curtain hooks, because I don't have the rods that go through them in the caravan. I just have normal curtain rails. So I'm going to shorten those from the top. So that'll be how to shorten a pair of curtains from the top, and how to shorten a pair of curtains from the bottom. The how to shorten a pair of curtains from the top also will incorporate then how to change one type of curtain holder. Was that the correct word? Holder? Hanger? Into a different one. Like I say, there was ring tops in there. I have sliced them off, but there's ring tops in there that you thread the pole through. But I want to put header tape on to use normal curtain hooks. So I shall show you how to do both those. So that's 2 other things on my list. I'm just putting a little mark when I know what I've told you. And then I've got some fabric that I've ordered, which has arrived for making some Christmas presents, starting Christmas presents. So I shall be showing you how to do them. I'm wanting to make some reusable shopping bags out of fabric, so I've loads of fabric at the minute, and I want to get rid of the big bag for life things. Some of them are getting a bit scruffy, so I thought if I do them from fabric, I can just throw them in the washer. When, say if you get something in there that leaks, like, I don't know, say if you've got some meat in there and it leaks or something, then you can throw them in the washer, and then you just wash them then as and when they need it, can't you? So I'm going to do some shopping bags, some like bag for lives made from fabric, a bit like the old book bags we used to have at school. But when I was at school, you could fit an A4 folder in like a book bag, and they used to be made of like oilcloth, so they were really, really good bags, and we used to be able to get all different designs and things, and you were quite trendy if you had one of these oilcloth bags, and they're just like a shopping bag with a short handle. There were no shoulder straps on them or anything. They were just an oblong shaped book bag basically. So I'm going to do those, but I'm going to do them in fabric, not in oilcloth, because oilcloth, yeah, you can wash it, but it's not ideal to wash really. Next, I want to sew in a zip into a wax jacket. Hubby's zip has bust on his wax jacket, so I'm going to show you how to sew a zip, replacement zip in a wax jacket, which is an open-ended zip, which means it comes apart at the bottom. When you unzip it, it's like on a coat, that's called an open-ended zip, so that when you pull the zip down, it comes apart, so it doesn't stay fastened at the bottom like it does on jeans or a skirt or a handbag or whatever. The actual zip comes apart, and it's in one half and then the other half, and then you need to match them up perfectly so that they actually then do zip up and that the teeth are lined up and everything. So I've got that to do. That will probably be one of the first things I do, actually, because we've been waiting for that for a while. And then I'm going to draft a pattern for, I've got some beautifully soft cotton sheets that were my grandma's. I've got a set of 2, and I've also got a set of 2 that were my great aunties. And they are, because they've been washed and washed and washed, they're so soft. The linen is unbelievable. The cotton on them is so soft. I'm going to make some kimonos for summer, like a dressing gown, but in a kimono style. Now, I haven't got a pattern, so I'm going to design my own pattern for those. So if that's something that you're interested in as well, stay tuned. And that's all I've got on my list at the moment. So I've got make a kimono dressing gown from Nan's old sheets, make one from great Auntie Gertie's old sheets. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But the fabric's lovely. My nana's is blue and pink, like big flowers, and my great Auntie Gertie, hers is white with little tiny green and blue and lemon flowers on. That's lovely, like little sprays of flowers. But I've left those at home this weekend. I'll bring those next week. But my grandma's ones are here, so I'll show you those as well before I cut them out or do anything. So I've just got to draw out in my book a pattern for a kimono style dressing gown. I don't want it to have any fastenings. I just want it to hang and have like an edge-to-edge effect with a bit of a border around it, maybe the pattern going another way or something, maybe with some piping or some lace down it somehow, but with big square sleeves with a border around the sleeve as well. But I don't want to line it or anything. I want to keep it as light as possible for summer, and I think they'll be really nice and keep you nice and cool with the heat that we're having at the moment. So I might even have a go at a couple of them for Christmas prezzies. Might see if I can make my niece one if I've got enough fabric left. I haven't made her last year's because everything was here. I got some nice needle cord to make her a skirt, and some in like a teal colour, and a beautiful sugar skull fabric to make her a top to go with the little skirt. And the little skirt was going to be a pattern I was going to draw myself so that it was individual to her and nobody else would have one. It's a gorgeous fabric, so I'm going to get those done for her this year. And I might do this kimono thing or a similar one anyway, because I've loads and loads of fabric, and get those done. So yes, so please excuse my being very tired. I'm being in my jimmy jammies. I hope you're all okay. This will be coming live. This will be coming out to you tomorrow, which is Friday. So I will be busy sorting the sewing room out tomorrow at the van, and then if I get that done, I will be sorting clothes out and putting all the winter and out of season stuff into the shed, and then I'll give you a viewing round the shed because it's all done. Still a bit untidy because I've got boxes and things in there, but you can see the overall effect. Okay, my lovelies, so thanks for watching. Please join if you haven't. Please subscribe us if you haven't. I'm trying to grow the channel, desperately trying to grow my channel, because when I move here there's going to be a lot more videos coming on, a lot more tutorials coming on, lots more unboxings, and also when I go shopping and things, I'm going to take you with me, because they're all areas I've not been before. I've not been into like Boston. The nearest Home Bargains and things to me is, well, will be here, is Boston, which I've not been. I think I've been in there before, but I've never driven there on my own before, and it's about 25 minutes away, I think. And there is a Tesco at Horncastle, which is probably, I don't know, probably about same same time wise away from me. So when I do my weekly shop, I'll be going to, I might do fortnightly at Boston for Home Bargains, Iceland, Aldi type of thing, and then once a week at Tesco for the bits in between. Perhaps, who knows? I don't know. I know I'm waffling on, but it's all exciting. It's a new adventure. It's a new place. It's going to be a new life, a new way of life. Hubby's going to be working away, I think, most of the week. That gives me time to sew and get all my housework done in the morning and do my sewing in the afternoons. And I need to see what kind of, if there's any craft groups going on around here, any sewing groups or anything. I might even do some tutorials if I can find somewhere, if I think there's a need for it. I might put some feelers out there and see if there's a need for it around here, actual tutorials live, one-to-one or in a group session, and see what we get from there. Who knows? Life's a big adventure, or it will be when we eventually get here. God, it seems to be taking forever with these solicitors and things at the minute, but hey ho. Right, my darlings, so I shall leave you to it. I'm tired out, as you can probably tell. My eyes are like blooming, well, I don't know what they're like, but they're not like they usually are. My hair wants cutting. It's like, oh, I don't know. I need to cut it and I need to colour it again. But I'm going to have a go at razoring it round here myself, and hubby's going to do me the back. I brought the clippers this weekend so it can go bzz, bzz, bzz. And then in a couple of weeks when it needs doing again, I'll book in at the hairdressers and she can cut the top for me as well. It's just getting just a bit too heavy on top at the minute. But I can put a little bobble in the back. Little bobble in the back, in my point at the back. Yeah, but I love my hair, and there's more people stopped me the last couple of weeks and said, oh, I love your hair, love the colour, love the style, blah blah blah. I'm so happy, because I thought people might think it was a bit harsh with it being shaved here and then longer here, but now people have come up to me in the street and said they really like it. People I don't know, so that's nice and kind. I've noticed people are kinder since all the lockdown thing happened. So anyhow, please give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Like I say, click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. If there's any other tutorials you would like me to do, now's the time to get it on my list. So please leave me a comment and I will add it to the list and we'll see what we can do. Because I've got loads and loads of patterns, but I just want to do something a little bit different. And if it's something I know you want to do, then I'll do my best to try and sort it out and show you how to do it. Okay, my lovelies, see you very soon. Bye bye.